So next, release date speculation. Right.
Yeah.
So, and this has come about because of the pre-purchase. On there, people have noticed, because everyone reads everything, when Blizzard released something, there was a little tiny disclaimer that said...
A little tiny.
Yeah. It could possibly come out as late as the 20th of the 12th, 2014, so December, and late December as well. And so everyone went crazy again.
Which I'm not surprised. That's 9 months away.
Yeah. But then, everyone sort of discussed it in more depth, and Blizzard said on Twitter that they had to put 20th of the 12th on there because it's technically the last day of fall, which is when they're saying the fall, they're saying the game is going to come out in. So it's been pushed back. It was sort of slated. We're trying to get it out by summer, possibly even spring. I don't know if it was ever actually announced like that, but people were hoping for possibly a spring, release, because that would actually work in with the previous timescales and the patches that they were working alongside. And all the developers were saying things like, yes, we're definitely trying to speed things up, as you can see with the patches. We're doing the same with the expansions, up in the pace. So people are thinking, oh yeah, maybe one a year instead of one every 2 years.
But no,
things like that. But yeah, and people have defended Blizzard, saying, well, they haven't ever said anything about, like, they haven't explicitly said this is going to come out earlier. They've just
it's when they say soon, though.
Well, what I'd say to that is they said everything but those specific words. They said the patches, we're trying to make it in line with the patches. We're going for quicker release dates. As you can see, we're going faster. So what I would say, pushing that release date back would be lying by omission.
And also, does America have different sort of seasons to us? Because fall,
I don't know. Yeah,
for us, is definitely not December.
Yeah, well, technically, I don't know. It's probably on Wikipedia somewhere. 20th is the last.
Because I'm sure fall for us is like August.
But would you say that all this stuff, would you agree that saying, it's lying by omission, really?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because that's a bit of a controversial opinion.
No, I think it is. Yeah, because everything they've said is sort of, led people to believe that it's going to be pretty soon. Yeah. But they've never explicitly said, it's going to be later on in the year, but they've just led everybody to believe that it's going to be, because everybody thought that the beta was going to be coming out months ago and then it'd be
January.
out now.
January, people were saying, yeah.
People thought it'd be out now, so the fact that it's going to be the very end of the year, or, the latest they say, but yeah, people aren't happy.
Well, I think there's a few things they're doing wrong with this release date, but we're going to offer solutions for you, Blizzard. Right, so I'm sure there's probably reasons why, financial reasons why they're doing it this way, to keep sort of shareholders and stuff happy, but I know that it's not good for the fans what they're doing at the moment.
Especially seeing as we've pre-ordered. Pre-order to me means that they've already got the discs, getting, copied and whatever, and
copied,
yeah, they're just going to press copy,
putting it in the machine,
copy, and that they're going to be shipped out now.
That's one.
Well, that's what pre-order means to me, is that you pre-order it and they're actually making the boxes and they're making, the actual stuff, and that it's going to be on the shelves in a month or two. That's what it means to me. So for them to ask for our money now and not give us the game for potentially 9 months is a ridiculous timescale, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's ages away.
Well, if you think about this, right, even if it comes out in September, that means we've had a whole year without any content, just Siege of Orgrimmar.
Yeah.
It's not good for the fans and the community.
When you're paying that much money, I mean, how much is that? That's like nearly, 120 quid? With your subscriptions, and nothing has happened in that time.
Well, a lot of people have said because that came out, they did it alongside the pre-purchase, because I think they like doing that. They like releasing a bit of bad news alongside a distraction.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, if you were going to do it, that's, if you're going to give bad news,
that's the way to do it. Like, oh, here's a fresh level 90. Oh, the expansion's coming out a bit later than we said.
Yeah, but ignore that little
yeah,
piece of
it's only a tiny little 90. Line. Look at the 90.
Yeah.
Play with the 90. You like the 90. But I've I can't speak. Done a list of like different things they could do. Like, have you got any ideas how they could manage this sort of release date better, apart from going bloody quicker?
Yeah, apart from bringing it out now.
Oh yeah, we have to mention it as well though. We're not, mad at, like, we don't think they're lazy or anything.
No, we know they're working bloody hard.
Yeah, and probably doing stupid hours and stuff.
But I'd rather honesty.
I think it's about level of investment.
Yeah.
And things. I just think so. For example, the amount of people that they're going to lose in this time period. So even if they lost, say, 1 million over the whole between then, and the expansion coming out.
Yeah.
Say just 1 million for 1 month. That's $10 million, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's just 1 month, and they're definitely going to lose a lot more than that for multiple months.
Yeah.
So just 10 million, I'm sure, would be enough. It's enough to develop whole games.
They're definitely going to get people dropping off between now and then.
Never mind just a bit of content.
Yeah.
So at least just use that 10 million that you'd keep if you just did another patch. Just get.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the games industry myself, but there must be a way of getting a temporary team in. Even if you don't want to employ people full time.
Yeah.
To just develop a bit of content in between, and don't use the old, oh well, it'll take resources away from Warlords of Draenor. Invest a bit more to keep more.
And they've obviously got money, because I don't want to get personal, but didn't somebody get a £10 million bonus?
Oh yeah, that is a good point. Thanks for that.
That's a lot of. That's a bonus. £10 million.
Yeah, the CEO of Activision Blizzard, 10 million. But they have a load of games. But maybe give us 1 million and put an extra quest in there for us.
But surely, if he invested 1 or 2 million off that bonus, not even salary, the bonus, surely he'd get more back from that in the long run. Just get more people on it.
Right.
Make
well,
us happy.
These are the things I would like to happen. So first of all, first solution. Invest a bit of money, give us a patch in between. I think just one patch. And make it, I don't mind if you make it a grindy patch. Just give us something to do.
Yeah.
Because you could have these quests, kill 1 million of these things. Oh, well, at least I've got something to do until then.
Yeah.
So, more content, that would be my ideal solution. Second is more communication.
Yes.
So, first of all, explain why it's changed. Why at one stage you were saying that you were going to release these expansions faster, and then there's been a bit of a turnaround. So that could be something went wrong. Just acknowledge something went wrong. It'll ease the frustration of your fans, and people make mistakes, and the fans will empathise and be like, no, well, no problem.
Even if it wasn't a mistake, and even if they don't actually say, the word sorry, even if they were just, trying to relate to us and say, I know that you were expecting it this way, we do apologise for that. We understand your point.
Just acknowledge that people are being like this.
People are upset, and that, maybe it wasn't their intentions that they were going to bring it out any earlier or whatever. But because of people's, because people are upset, we're going to do this. Or, just acknowledge that, the community isn't really happy about it. Yeah. And they don't even need to say that anything went wrong. All they need to do is just acknowledge. Just acknowledge,
even if something hasn't gone wrong, help people understand what is taking the time. So say, okay, well, we're thinking of doing this, and this is the amount of time it takes. This is the amount of resources.
Yeah.
It's just a blog. that'll take a person an hour to do, but it will make the community, like empathy with Blizzard, so much better.
Yeah, just empathise.
And understand why it's going to take this time scale. It's like say you're waiting in a traffic jam. If you don't know what it is, you're like, oh, what's happening? Like,
yeah, what's taking so long? You're really frustrated.
It must be just someone, like in the middle of the road, some drunk guy, and you just get yourself wound up because you're brooding. Whereas if someone comes along and says, something's actually happened up ahead and actually gives you the specific details, you're like, oh right, and you can figure out in your mind.
And then you feel awful for being angry then, because you think, oh my God, has something happened? Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
But like we know,
not saying that people have been in accidents
dying,
in Blizzard, and there's been a crash there.
But we know that they're working like around the clock, don't we? Like we all know, like come release date, everyone in Blizzard is like going crazy for running around doing stuff. But we don't actually know what they're actually doing. Like if we knew what they were actually doing in that time, or just trying to understand what it takes to actually make a game, then I think people will back off a little bit, and well, not even back off, but there'd be more understanding, because we don't know what they have to do really.
They've got a model from say EVE Online. They do the developer blogs, which are brilliant. Star Wars: The Old Republic, they were releasing videos maybe once every 2 weeks up until release. Just something like that. It's not going to take that much resources away from other things. Just do something, amateur footage. It'll keep subscribers. Even if you're not putting in any more content, you've got the community talking to each other and empathising more with their position.
Or even just like a Vine video, just showing us how knackered they all are.
Well,
just to show.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, the gaming industry, like the people sort of give up. Most people just give up a lot of their lives because they want to work in what they love, but it ends up with them ruining their eyesight, and they always end up working stupid hours. Especially they have this thing called crunch time, so maybe a few months up until release, they're all there working till midnight and stuff. So yeah, they could be working that, but it's doesn't stop people being frustrated about what's happening there.
Yeah, and it's a shame, because I'm sure they're frustrated that people are frustrated, and it's just miscommunication, I think. Yeah.
So 2 things from that. Hopefully, just one day they'll have more investment in the patches. They'll do this thing, where they actually bridge the gap. Or the other thing, just communicate more. Just do video blogs. Just normal blogs, not these artcraft and blogs and stuff.
No, I just want an informal thing.
They feel too like marketingy.
Yeah,
these artcraft and dev water coolers.
It's all business.
Yeah, it is all.
Just give me something business. Informal, saying,
informal and honest. Like actually, this is whoever it is. This week he's working on this.
Yeah.
And then talk about the timescales and stuff.
Yeah.
I just think it'll help out loads. But after all that, what do you think the actual release date is going to be? Because it's not going to be December 20th, because everyone goes mental.
Because they said that was the latest, didn't they?
Yes. So, what do you think about the actual release date?
Well, originally I thought it was going to be the end of August to the end of September. Yeah. But now, with them saying the 20th of December latest, I think it's going to be either early to late November, just in time for Christmas shopping.
November, so after... So Mists of Pandaria last year came out 25th of September.
On your birthday? Yeah.
Yeah. So you think after?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be a year and 1 month of Siege of Orgrimmar, or 2 months.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen, because, they do like to take their time.
They do. And plus it might mean more sales for them, because people start shopping in November, don't they, for Christmas?
Oh, is that your logic?
This
so
is my logic.
Get the Christmas in.
Exactly. So, mums are going out, or girlfriends, boyfriends, wives, husbands, whatever, are going out getting the shopping, and they're thinking, oh, should I just get the standard one? Oh no, it's Christmas. Let's get the deluxe one.
That's a good theory, actually. Yeah.
Because it's Christmas, I'll spend the extra £15. That's my my logic behind it.
Okay, well, yeah, I didn't think about that actually. My guess was before this, I was doing what I thought was a late guess, and so I was going for end of July, early August, and that was my bloody late guess.
Yeah.
So, but what I've adjusted it to, because they put that fall released, I've said that sometime before 25th of September. So I'd say maybe just the first 10 days in September, just because I just think people are going to be really angry if it comes out with a later timescale than Miss Pandaria came out.
Yeah, I mean that is fall to me. Fall to me is August to November. Yeah. Anything after November is winter.
Oh, but yeah, let's. Well, I think eventually, I'll still follow all the news and stuff, but I don't want to burn out on the game, and so I will have to probably unsubscribe for a bit.
Yeah,
it's weird shame. Though, because I don't. You shouldn't want to support companies and stuff. You should just play the game, because that's sort of the nature of it's. It's not a charity,
No. You're paying for a product.
I will not enjoy the game as much if I just keep playing the same content over again. So even though I do want to support it like a charity, I probably will have to sort of unsubscribe for a bit
until they start giving more information.
But yeah, World of Warcraft's going to be great.
Woo!
Warlords of Draenor, no negative. Way.
No. I think well, they have to cover their backs, don't they? So they're saying 20th of December. It's definitely going to be before that. I think it's got to be at least a month before that. Yeah. Any less than that, and people are going to be really pissed.
It's going to be silly, yeah.
So yeah, okay. I reckon September or November. Oh,
so that's
forgetting October there.
The news feature's done, and we're only at 1 hour and 10 minutes.
I know.
Longest
we're
podcast
nearly
ever.
there. We're nearly there.